Hey, it's Alicia here, and I really wanted to film a video to share why I am so willing to meet my pain and discomfort and willing to sit with it rather than distract, avoid, suppress, overcome it the way that most people are doing it. And this came through as like a download because, my mentor, Dr. Kim, tells me, quite often that I have a lot of courage, that I'm willing to sit with my pain. And I didn't realize that that's actually true until last week. I was going through something really painful, and I realized that I was so willing to sit with that pain, whereas most people would probably distract and try to avoid feeling it. And then I just got this download about why am I so willing to sit with my pain, and it came through as 10 reasons why that I'm going to share with you here. And I'm not sharing this as a way for you to analyze your way from the mind to more courage, because if you have an agenda behind why you're presencing what you're feeling because you want it to go away, what you resist persists, and you'll actually feel worse, and you'll keep that energy exactly in place. So it won't really create a quantum shift. So I'm going to share these reasons, but just note that no matter what you do in your life, if you do it as a way to love and nurture your body, then it will create more for you, rather than if you choose it from fear. I don't want to feel this anymore, I want it to go away, and that's why I'm willing to presence myself. If you have an agenda, you're probably going to feel worse because what you resist persists. And also, out of these reasons that I'm sharing with you, some of them I am so willing to do because I'm in unthinkable pain. Some of them is when I'm in not that much pain, and some of them is when I'm not in any pain at all. Why am I still willing to presence myself if I'm not in any discomfort? So I will explain which reasons really resonate with me for each one of those scenarios. When I'm in a lot of pain, not that much pain, or in no pain at all, why am I still willing? And the number one reason why I am so willing to sit with my pain, meet my pain, rather than distract and avoid from it, is because that is exactly what dissolves it. We are powerful transmitters of energy. I've shared this before, that our bodies are transmitters, receptors, and transmuters of energy. So we naturally dissolve energy all on our own when we relax our body and just allow the energy to move on its own by not resisting it. So if you truly want that pain to go away and not keep showing up in your life, that would require the willingness to sit with it rather than distract, avoid, overcome, and all that sort of thing. So that's one of the main reasons why I am so willing to sit with it. The second reason is because it actually hurts more to resist it. Because what you resist persists, and so your level of pain that you're feeling is equal to your level of resistance. If you weren't resisting it, if you weren't judging it, making it wrong, and you were willing to embrace it and come into neutrality with it, you would automatically feel lighter. You would be more at peace. And because that's exactly what dissolves it, you would feel lighter because the energy is already moving. So that's why I'm so willing to sit with it, because it hurts more to resist it. As someone who feels things so deeply, and I constantly tune into my body and try to see how I'm feeling, now it becomes so clear when I'm out of alignment and my body is uncomfortable, that it's extremely uncomfortable when I'm out of alignment. And if I continue to resist it, I feel worse. And that's what led me to have suicidal thoughts when I had depression. It's because I was suppressing it, because that's how deeply I feel things. So that's one of the main reasons for me when I'm in unthinkable pain. This is one of the main reasons why I'm so willing to sit with it, because it hurts more to resist it and to not sit with it. Another reason why I am so willing to sit with my pain is because on the other side of that pain is everything that I want. It's coming up for a reason. These energies are coming up to be dissolved because they're no longer serving you, and they're somehow blocking you from receiving what you truly want. So if you think about everything you really want in your life, everything that your heart is longing for, think about that and make your why really big on why it's so worth it to sit in your pain, because you want that thing. You want a loving partnership, close friendships, to travel the world, have work that you love, have money come to you effortlessly. Make it big. And my mentor says if it's not big enough that makes you willing to sit with your pain, then make it bigger. Make your why even bigger. What if you could have everything that you wanted? And I will say that if you have subconscious beliefs that you can't truly have it, like it's for everyone else but it isn't for me, and then you try to feel into that expansive why, what is so worth it for me, it can actually feel like putting ice cream on top of poop if you're feeling super shitty in the moment. So depending how you're feeling, this might not be the one that resonates with you if you're in like unthinkable pain. But if you're not in that much pain, you might be like, you know what, it is so worth it to sit in this because I know on the other side of this is everything that I want. The fourth reason is because it won't continue to trigger you anymore. So, life is an invitation. This is coming up for a reason because it's no longer serving you. So life is going to keep inviting you to move this and keep triggering you until you pay attention to it. So if you truly want to be free and not have this keep bothering you in your life, that would require the willingness to sit with it. And you'll be free. You won't have to control things in your life or live in fear of things that might trigger you emotionally. And you're like, I'm going to avoid this person or this place or this song or this movie. And you feel like you constantly have to control things on the outside so that you don't have to feel what you're feeling on the inside. What if you were just free? If you knew how to move through your emotions with ease, then there would really be nothing to fear. Another reason is because when you sit with this energy and dissolve it, you're actually transmuting that energy for the whole planet, for the whole collective consciousness, because you are transmitting a frequency. So if you dissolve your frequency of, let's say, fear or shame, and now you're at this higher frequency of love, you're now transmitting the frequency of love, and because everyone is a receptive being, they can feel that. So you are dissolving that energy for the planet and inviting them into something higher. So that's why I'm so willing to sit with it, because I think about all the people that are in the same pain that I'm in, and it makes me want to sit with that pain because I'm dissolving it for all of us. Another reason is just because I am so committed to living in my natural state of love. And I know that what's blocking people from living in their natural state of love is resistance, suppressing your emotions, suppressing where you are and not embracing where you are. And I'm so committed to living in my natural state of love because now that I know that it's a thing, why would I not want to live in it? Why would everyone not want to live in a life where they receive things fluidly and effortlessly and feel joy and love and move through life with ease? So now that I know that's my natural state, I'm so unbelievably committed and devoted to that. I'm going to dedicate my life to living in my natural state of love, and that's why I'm so willing to presence myself and not resist what I'm feeling. Another reason is because when I presence myself and connect with my body for no reason at all, when my body is just sitting there doing nothing and just breathing, I'm telling my body, I see the value in you even when you're doing no thing. I see the infinite value in you, and I'm willing to meet your pain and be there for you when you're upset. And then that's what is going to be reflected in my world. That's the way that people are going to treat me. So if I want to invite in a partner who truly values me unconditionally and wants to know how I'm feeling and doesn't think of it as like an inconvenience and like, okay, just suppress that and shut that down, I want them to see it as a gift that I feel things so deeply. So then I need to see it as a gift when my body shares with me that she's upset, she's out of alignment. So I'm willing to presence her and show her that I see the infinite value in her and that I'm willing to be there for her no matter what, so that that is reflected in my world in the way that people treat me. Another reason is because softening actually invites in more. If you've ever looked at the human scale of consciousness from power versus force, on the bottom of the scale with the lower frequencies of fear and shame, it actually says alpha. And higher up on the scale where you're in joy, peace, enlightenment, it says omega. So what that's saying is the more you soften into omega, you'll naturally move up that scale of consciousness into more joy and love and enlightenment. So softening into omega really means slowing down, sensing, feeling, presencing, expressing. That invites in so much more. You receive more, and if you can think of it like in a partnership with alpha and omega energies, alpha being more masculine, omega being more feminine, the alpha, takes the action and the omega does the receiving. So if you actually want to receive more, it does require softening more, slowing down more into omega. And this also invites in more downloads, more clarity. When you soften, now you can hear that higher wisdom rather than when you were constantly doing things, analyzing things. Where is the room for more clarity to come in? That clarity comes in when you slow down. And when you relax your body, you're letting more light come through you because you're naturally made out of light. You're letting that divine light come through you and light up your world. Another reason why I'm so unbelievably willing is because when I presence what I'm feeling and what's triggering me, my problems get taken care of for me. It's that saying by Einstein that I've mentioned multiple times before. The solution doesn't exist in the same state of consciousness as the problem got created. So all the problems that are showing up in your life are a reflection of your energy, the state of consciousness you're in, the frequency that you're giving off. So you physically can't solve the problem in the same state of consciousness as the problem got created. That energy needs to dissolve, come into a higher state of consciousness. Now the problem no longer exists, and that's where the solution exists. Sometimes no action even needs to be taken. Synchronicities show up for you. Problems get taken care of for you. That's how it works out for me every time. Big problem, small problem. When I dissolve the energy that's creating that problem, and I'm willing to sit with how this problem is triggering me. And the last reason is to connect with myself more fully. Like, it's pretty much no reason at all, no agenda. And this is why my mentor, Dr. Kim Duramo, was presencing herself for an hour a day, every day for like 100 days, was for no other reason other than to connect with herself more fully. And for me, there might be a little bit of an agenda behind it. I want to connect with myself more fully and show my body I want to connect with you, so that I can invite in a partner that wants the same thing, that wants to connect with me more deeply on an intimate level. And essentially, all these reasons are just to be more free, to live your life free of emotional triggers, free of pain, and to live more in your natural state of love. That's why I'm so unbelievably willing to meet this pain. So feel into which one of these resonate with you, depending how much pain you're in. If I'm in really unthinkable pain, usually the reason I'm willing to sit with it is because it hurts so much to resist it. And when I'm not in pain, it's usually because I want to align with my natural state of love, and that requires non-resistance, and because I want people to value and respect me more. And when I'm in no pain at all, it's usually because I want those things. I want to align with my natural state of love. If I'm just in a little bit of pain, not that much, then I can feel into my why, what's on the other side of this that makes this so worth it to sit with it. But I would just feel into which one of these resonates with you, not as a way to have an agenda to make your pain go away or to analyze your way to more courage, but so that the next time something triggers you emotionally, you're actually willing to sit with it rather than distract from it, because that's what's going to create the most for you and for all of humanity. So I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and hit the bell button if you want to be notified the next time I upload a video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.